Three Wisest Men, 2025. It turns out this is Hallmark again. Oh gosh, I think I might need to reset the algorithm on my streaming service as this keeps getting recommended to me. I've just seen a few over the Christmas holidays. Still, once again, it's a nice short film, exactly 1 hour, 20 minutes, 34 seconds, so made for television. Very easy watching, although actually this was fairly interesting as it felt a bit different from a lot of the Hallmark films I've seen recently. Once I found out it was Hallmark, I decided to look up what Hallmark is all about, because I just know it's a sort of Christmas vibed film, but I noticed it didn't cover any LGBTQIA plus characters. I don't think I've seen one yet. So it feels like everyone in these films are exclusively cis and straight. Hallmark was started in 1993. I've seen a lot of spoofing of Hallmark recently on YouTube, and these were funny. And yet, actually, this particular film turned out fairly funny in a way that surprised me, but I'll get onto that in a minute. What I read about Hallmark is that they do go for seasonal themes, so November and December they tend to do a lot of Christmas themed films, and in January they go to something called Love-uary, which is because of it's the run up to Valentine's Day, of course. So January, February, and I think, oh gosh, I think I definitely need saving from this franchise right now. So this will probably be the end, although maybe one or two films will slip in when I don't have that much time. And these are nice, short, 80-minute films. And I think anything that's 70, 80 minutes is very good when I'm feeling tired. However, it is very family orientated. There's a propensity for everyone to fit in, and that by its very nature means that I don't fit in. I just feel more excluded, but I still find it interesting, just because I'm interested in human beings, seeing other perspectives on life. And I guess a lot of cis and straight people don't deal much with LGBTQIA plus people. I think that was the case a lot in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up. I mean, there were more people gradually coming out, but a lot of the time there were the norm was cis heteronormativity, and it was a bit hellish being LGBTQIA plus, because that was what was expected of you. But by default, straight couples seem to meet other straight couples. People at work often do that. In diverse workplaces, like where I was fortunate enough to work for more than 35 years, I did get to meet a lot of other LGBTQIA plus people. I wrote blogs about LGBTQIA plus themes. However, this did have a lot of unexpected comedy. I think it was partly because, as the title suggests, it's quite male orientated. It's about three brothers, the Brenner brothers, and from the synopsis it appears that they've done films together before. They're all mildly macho, masculine, very confident in their masculinity, it seems. But there are some slightly jokey elements, like there's the father-in-law-to-be of one of the characters, because his son-in-law-to-be is getting involved in the planning of a wedding. The father-in-law, he says, "Oh, was this always a dream from when you were a little girl?" That felt very unusual for even a Hallmark film, because it felt, oh, that's almost, I don't think I'll unpack here, but one man treating another sarcastically as if he's too feminine did feel very strange for this kind of film, but it showed that the father-in-law in question was a bit possibly bigoted, or certainly had certain expectations. They built up the character, this particular character, the father-in-law, to be quite macho, just to stand out from the three lads, who are still, I think, very happily masculine. But that was a one-off. The film mainly avoids themes like this. The home is being sold, and this is the mother's home, and one of the sons is still living at home, and it's no big deal, but he is discombobulated when his mother announces she wants to move. She's putting the house on sale, and so he'll have to move, and it will affect his job and so much else in his life. So these three brothers, they want the best Christmas ever, the whole family does, but there's all sorts of problems, from buying the Christmas tree to getting the present for one of the sons to, a rodent in the tree. All sorts of things happen, and it is quite comical. I mean, I thought right from the start this was quite funny. Actually, the unexpectedness made me laugh out loud a little bit, because it is mildly barbed and it keeps a long way from strong humour. It's very tame in that respect, but it was still quite funny. It was like taking things to the edge as far as the Hallmark films I've seen. The characters, Stefan, Tyler and Luke, those are three brothers, and the mother's Barbara. Stefan's played by Paul Campbell, Tyler by Tyler Haynes, and Luke by Andrew Walker. Barbara is played by Margaret Collin. And I thought it was quite entertaining. It was actually not bad for a Hallmark film. It might even get the highest score I've probably given a Hallmark film, which is 7.5. Maybe I've given higher, I'd have to check. But I kind of enjoyed it. I prefer films that are more through a woman's lens, with female orientated films as a whole. I know I definitely prefer films with an LGBTQIA plus theme, a queer theme, but this wasn't too bad. I'm guessing it probably appeals to some men and some women, the cis and straight in particular, but who knows. I'd like to know if you've seen this film, if you liked it, if you detested it, if you have any different thoughts to me, or if you had similar thoughts to me. Please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please like if you like this review. Thanks if you subscribe. Please hit the notification button. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.